Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
Being here on A2DRadio.com, it is just too sweet. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to another edition of the Hockey Happy Hour. We are live from the BMW Lansing Studios here in Mount Ephraim, New Jersey. I am Matt Sassuti. This is Brian the Darkwing Daily. This is our one and only Penguins lover, Michael Klankoff.
Yay.
And
one and only.
the one behind the boards is none other than the broken one himself. He's finally awoken again. It is Mr. Rob Povia. Yes. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Hockey Happy Hour. We are live, like I said, from the BMW Atlantic City Studios here in Mount Ephraim, New Jersey. And we are brought to you by Scanzano Sports Center. They are located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Give them a call at 856-889-3434 or visit them on the web at www.scanzanosports.com.
Oh, you slapped Mikey now? Is that the new thing?
Threw me a curveball there. I gave you all the space and you hit me.
I did it so on purpose.
I just want to warn you all, I'm going to try to stay on mute as much as possible because I'm coming off of so much YouTube clips of Broken Hardy all the time. There's a 10-hour clip on YouTube of Matt Hardy just laughing, and I watched 4 hours and 50 minutes of it.
That's embarrassing.
Well, I had it on when I was doing work, like doing online editing in the background, but I nearly lost my mind.
So you literally just have Matt Hardy's face on the background.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. I wish we had some pictures to show the audience right now just exactly what Rob's talking about. Actually, you know what? We'll have to find some before the day is out. Just imagine that in the background for a few hours. That would creep you out to no end. But we are the Hockey Happy Hour live on A2DRadio.com, and it's time to talk about the Flyers mano-a-mano against a team like the Detroit Red Wings, trying to keep that hot streak alive. Not only that, too, getting a win on the Detroit Red Wings. I'll tell you right now, guys, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying every second of it. The fact that this team is it keeps chugging along. Even after a loss against the Los Angeles Kings, they still managed to pull out a gut check win against the Detroit Red Wings.
I mean, unfortunately, you knew that was coming against the Los Angeles Kings. They are the best defensive team in all of hockey right now. You knew they weren't going to give up too many goals, so you had to try and see if you could match gears and not give up as many as well. But you rebound against Detroit, you get a W out of that. That's not a bad way to go.
Nope, not at all. And, of course, the Flyers are getting set up for their second matchup of the year against the Buffalo Sabres. This time, however, it's going to be held in the First Niagara Center, not in Philadelphia. However, with the way this Flyers team's playing, this should be a win. This should be a win against the Sabres. But we
know the history.
We know the history, though. That this could go any way, and this could be bloody, and it could get bloody real fast between these two teams. And I hope it does. Because the Flyers will win.
There's nothing wrong with a little blood in hockey.
It should be a sure win. No doubt.
Don't say that. I don't like it when a Penguins fan says that.
No such thing as a
Every
sure
time
win.
I say they lose, they win. So I'm going to just start saying that they're going to win.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, the only game that I got right in my prediction so far this year is the LA Kings game. I'm like 1 for however many games they played.
Well, I said they were going to beat Boston. That didn't happen.
No, that definitely.
And they got smacked. They didn't even put any points on the board.
That clearly did not fucking happen at all.
What am I good for?
Nope, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. I blame you. But anyway, so the Flyers, though, did rebound after that. They went on that 5-game, or actually 6-game win streak, and then they lose to the Los Angeles Kings. They didn't lose all that pretty. They lost a little ugly to them, but You did recover. You recovered very well. You just brushed that right off the shoulder, like Luke Skywalker in Last Jedi, and did see it. Have to go see it.
Hey, no.
I
heard it was bad.
We are
but-
not talking about that movie right now
Oh, why?
because I haven't seen it.
Okay, but that's not a spoiler, so there you go.
That's fine. I'm just saying.
That's just a quick
nothing.
reference.
Nope.
Quick reference. All right, we're back to it. Anyway, so with that all being said, the Flyers rebounding, getting the win on Detroit, getting ready to go into this matchup with Buffalo. Gentlemen, you see the Flyers taking this victory. I believe so. Anything's possible, but I believe so. My score right now is looking at a 4-2 Flyers win. What do you think thinking?
I'm in the same boat. I was going to say 5-2. All I got to say is don't give Buffalo a power play chance because clearly they can't stop the power play. So their penalty kill is just god-awful.
So you want to get on the power play, obviously, so that's going to be one of the keys to the game. But I think Buffalo beats them.
Really?
Yeah, they're a desperate team at this point. They're gonna be a huge spoiler to a lot of teams.
And why not, right?
Yeah, and why not? Why not pick Buffalo this time? This is the last time I picked the Flyers. I was wrong anyway. So.
So, with that all being said, gentlemen, we dive on into the matchup that the Flyers win. Oh, we already got David Roska chiming in already. What's up, David?
Dave, did you see the end of that game, Dave? Hampus Lindholm, game winner, game-winning hat trick goal.
Well, it's funny that
Beat
you mentioned
the Islanders.
that. It's funny that you mentioned that because he says Anaheim Ducks won.
Woo!
I think he.
Let's go.
I don't think he saw the game. I think he missed it. If he was watching, he would have known that the Islanders won.
Did you say
They
that
didn't win.
That was a. All right. Nope. We're not going to address it. Nope.
Well, I mean, I literally just said the Ducks won.
But yes, but you did. Stop it.
Tried to play spoiler.
Did
Just
you say
tried.
that David Roska was chiming in on the YouTube?
Yes.
David Roska, I knew you'd come.
That's right. That is awesome. So, back to the Flyers. They get their win against the Detroit Red Wings. After seeing that, it was a little odd, though, because they actually had to go down to the wire against the Red Wings, and that's not a good thing when you consider the fact that the team that the Red Wings have is kind of somewhat in rebuild, to say the least. I mean, to me, that's a little bad because you don't want to have close games like that against teams you should be beating, but they did still get the win, so I'm not complaining that much about it.
Well, I mean, you got to think of it this way. Yeah, they may be a rebuilding team, but I think some of those teams are the more dangerous teams because, like this game against Buffalo, it's going to be a desperation game. Most of them are desperation games. They're throwing out combinations. They're throwing caution to the wind. They're putting anything and everything out there that could be or could not be really good, helpful, or very hurtful going up against the Flyers.
No.
So you really don't know what you're going to get from some of these teams.
No, that is true. That is very, very possible. And that does play into the fact that, you know, Buffalo still has Jack Eichel. They still have some solid players that can really get the job done. So you can't take that away. It's the same thing with Detroit. Detroit still has Dylan Larkin, who did set up a really nice goal.
Yeah, that was a
To be
beauty.
fair to Detroit, that was a pretty little goal that they put right on by. Frick just said, fuck you, Elliot, and just put it on top shelf easily.
Yeah.
You know?
They have talent.
Right where Mama hides the cookies, man, on the top shelf.
She always has them on the top shelf. Why can't you
Yeah.
put them where we just can
I
get
could
them?
never reach that high. So.
Neither can, well, I mean, I can now.
Well, see, that's
Thank God.
See,
I
that's the
still
thing,
can't.
though. Well, I can't. I'm vertically challenged, so I can't do these things. There are certain things that Brian can do that I cannot do, sadly.
There's a lot of things.
Probably could touch the ceiling in most houses.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can't do
have to
that.
Jump.
I can barely do it if I jump. Yes, I'm short. Anyway. What, no jokes? Okay.
No.
I thought there were going to be
No,
short
because
jokes.
I'm the same way.
Okay, all right, you get a pass. But, Brian, come on, man. You got to bring those short jokes out, man.
Nah, the short jokes. I feel like some of them are cheap.
Oh, okay. So
Too
every
easy.
time I dog you for being a Ducks fan, that's cheap?
Nah,
No, okay.
just be
Good.
creative.
Oh, be creative. Okay.
Be creative. That's all I ask.
Okay. Eric Lindros is in the Hall of Fame.
So is Timo Solani and Paul Correa.
Before them, though.
Ooh.
I don't like you.
I have to do it every time just to piss him off. All right.
It's okay.
So,
Y'all are too much.
with that all being said, Flyers with this win, they're getting back into position. Gentlemen, what I do want to point out, though, is the Flyers are really starting to get back into the swing of things from a team that we saw in January. They're right back at it again. Some of the notable players that we were hoping were going to be notable started to get kind of that wind back under them. And also Hogg finally getting his name on the score sheet, which I was really looking forward to because Hogg does have scoring ability.
Yes, he does.
He has plenty of it, and I was worried that I wasn't going to see it at all. And finally, there we go.
Yeah.
It happens.
Absolute blast from the point.
It was beautiful. It was a
Freaking
beautiful
beauty.
thing.
If you want to talk about a seeing eye puck and a seeing eye shot, that was it right there. There was a ton of traffic in front of the net, and it just found its way through.
Yeah, oh yeah, man. I was watching that game. You know, I can't really say I watch many Flyers games because I could care less about them. But that was a hell of a game. Honestly, that was a hell of a game. It was back and forth the whole time. You know, it's all that secondary scoring. I mean, we have Dale Weiss, Hogg. You know, I mean, obviously Couturier's put one in, and Simmons, they're not your secondary guys. But, I mean, you're getting goals from your deep players, and that's how you win games. And they found a way to get it through, so.
And one of the things that they did that is really helping them right now is line changes. They changed up their lines. They took some of their top scorers and put them on other lines.
And sometimes that's what you have to do. I mean, I've seen the Penguins do it before where they're throwing Malkin down on the third line. I mean, he's obviously not a third-line center, but sometimes you just have to shake things up if you want to get things generated.
No, I wholeheartedly agree. When your entire offense is one line and you're getting shit from everybody else, you got to spread out that scoring. And
that's no doubt.
Something the Ducks have done well in the past few years that, you know, once the scoring dries up and they see where the primary points are coming from, they spread it out over their four lines, and they just get secondary scoring from there.
Exactly.
Not to toot my own team's horn, just saying.
Toot, toot.
But what I really like, though, about how the Flyers have been able to handle it, I love the fact that they had their first real test of being on a hot streak and then getting it stopped cold and just being unable to do anything. It's tough to recover from a tough loss, but it's even more important to say, hey, listen, as good as we are not there yet. And that's a very hard message to convey to a locker room. And that's not to say that the Flyers don't have the ability to eventually beat a team like the Los Angeles Kings. They're just not there yet. And that's something that is hard to convey sometimes to a locker room. It's like, listen, as good as you guys are, you're not there just yet. But we're going to get there. And the only way we're going to get there is to just keep pushing and keep plugging away. It's not easy to do that. And a lot of people think it is. It's not. It's very hard to balance that out. If you get egos in the locker room or you get young guys in the locker room, they could take a loss like that very hard, and they can take it to their heads like, it's nothing you guys did. That team is just super talented. They are having a phenomenal year. Point is that, guys, it's not you. You just faced a really good team. We're going to be that team one day. That's, to me, that shows that message did get through, that you were able to recover, get a gut check win against the Red Wings, and then get yourself ready to go to Buffalo.
But not even just that. To come off a huge, disappointing winless stretch of 10 games.
Yeah.
To come back and bounce back with a 7-game win streak of your own.
Yeah, 6.
Get yourself right back in it. That's something in and of itself.
No, I mean, that's great.
And that's saying something about this Flyers team that they might be a little bit more resilient than we think they are.
No, and that's another thing, too, is that I think that a lot of that is owed to, in my opinion, the leadership on the team. I think the leadership really took over here and said, listen, guys, we're still going to do it. Don't panic. Don't push the panic button. Don't hit the reset button. Everything's fine. It's just the wheels they were coming a little loose. They weren't falling off. They just had a few bolts out of them. They got them back. They put them back on. They made a little pit stop, and there you go. They're back off to the races for all the NASCAR fans out there, all three of you. But anyway, thank you for your patronage.
But you know what, though? Like I said.
It's nice that you give Zach Burr a little love.
Yeah. Hey, Zach Burr, how's it going, bud?
But we were saying before a couple weeks back when that bad streak was happening to him that, they were actually still getting points out of it. It's not like they were getting regulation losses.
Right.
They were losing in overtime. I think, they were 0-5-5 in that stretch. I mean, they started getting 5 points. I mean, there's a lot of teams that go on these bad streaks and don't get shit out of it.
No.
So, I mean, it's not like they weren't forcing teams into overtime. They weren't getting blown out every game, Every game was a close game.
No, absolutely.
I mean, there was like 6 one-goal games in that 10-loss streak. So, I mean, I mean, it sucks that it's 10 games, but I mean, they're still getting production and points and, you know.
Well, like I said before, last week, it's good that you do go through this now. And the funny part is that the Flyers didn't dig themselves as deep of a hole as you think. Yes, there were 10 straight losses, but a lot of them were overtime losses.
Exactly.
And in a way, that really helps you because you still get a point. If you're going to lose in overtime. So that way you at least walked away with something. A lot of times that makes the difference of whether you make the playoffs or whether you miss the playoffs. Because you see a lot of teams backstocking overtime lost points, and they have terrible records, but they still get in over teams that were having better stretches
The
at
Devils.
the end.
The Devils lose
Yes.
almost every game in overtime.
Yes.
Well, they
perfect
did
example.
anyway. They're having a great year this year. It's a shame.
I want to get to some of these comments that are starting to come in here on
Please,
Facebook
go right ahead.
Live. A lot of these comments pertaining to our question, will the Philadelphia Flyers remain competitive in the wild card race for the rest of the season? We got Thomas Arnone chiming in. Hell yes. I personally don't think they will, but I think they will remain a bubble team.
You're officially fired.
Michael Klinkoff says sadly yes.
All right, he's still
Adrian,
around.
Adrian Barrett chiming in saying yes, it'll be tough. Lots of division games coming up, and a stretch of poor play could bury them quickly. I mean, I don't think any really truer point could be said there. Let's be honest. The West Coast teams are pretty much done, and from here on out, it's going to be East Coast. It's going to be East Coast, Eastern Conference games from pretty much here on out, minus a 4-game road trip out west. After that, they're done.
Yeah, that's true.
Rob Hovia saying, our producer tonight, said, yes, they've gone through the downswing of their season. They have lived and learned. As long as they continue this effort and learn to fly, they will, at the very least, remain competitive.
All right.
Yeah,
And
I
then
think so.
Tom Arnone chimes in, best hockey show in the country, period.
I mean,
And we also have one more. Steve Krasowski, I hope I said your name right, Steve. This hockey show should be called Headbanger Hockey Talk. I like it.
I don't know. Should
Yeah.
we change that and take the Triple H out of the title? I mean, depends. Are there Triple H fans out there? Roscoe, are you a Triple H fan? Just wondering out of pure curiosity.
He probably would be. I feel like he would be.
I don't know. Does he give off a Triple H-y vibe? You know, like I am the game. Like he's like where Batman gets his inspiration for his voice in all the movies now. Where's the commissioner? Anyway,
I love Batman. But anyway, back to the Flyers, because I could talk 2 hours on Batman.
back to a serious talk here.
so
But yeah, all in all, mixed feelings about this. I think they absolutely could be, but I think they're just going to fall short.
well, here's the thing though. The Flyers currently, oddly enough, are right behind somebody's team here in the standings. And the points right now, 37-39. That's pretty close, to say the least. This is why we're actually this close, folks. This is signifying in real life how close the Flyers actually are to the Pittsburgh Penguins in the wild card
we
standings.
still have 2 games on top of you guys, too.
Okay,
so.
but still, if you lose enough of them, that pretty much doesn't matter for anything, does it?
We'll lose them, no doubt.
But you know what? If you lose them in overtime, actually, that's kind of like this right back to us. But
Which we don't
anyway.
ever get to overtime,
Well, I mean,
except for tonight, but we pulled
True.
out a win. So
true. So it's like 3.
thank you, Chris Letang.
Get that extra point.
You have 3
Yeah.
OTLs right now, 39 points.
Chris Letang.
Yeah, Letang with the shootout winner.
Of all
Oh, I guess he
people.
could. He's an offensive defenseman.
Yeah.
But, okay, now that's an actually interesting thing. Do you think Chris Letang will make it to the playoffs, or do you think he'll get injured
Please, please, make it for once.
It's like
I mean,
every year. That's like bound to happen.
Playoff time is our kryptonite for defensemen and goalies. You know.
Yeah, but meanwhile, you just won back-to-back Stanley Cups. That's,
But you know, it's because we're deep. We were deep. We're not now. You can see what's happening now.
They were balls deep. But anyway.
Yeah, no shit. Now they're nothing. I can't. I'm hesitant to even watch a game this year. You know, my girlfriend's been talking about, oh, you want to go to a Devils game? You want to go to a Devils game this year? And I'm like, I don't even know if they can beat the Devils now.
Oh, Chris.
You know?
Oh, man, I can't wait for the Flyers to face the Devils. Actually, I don't want the Flyers to face the Devils because I don't like them facing the Devils.
Well, if it makes you
Period.
feel any better, we didn't beat the Devils. We had a lead. We had a 3-0 lead, and we fucking blew that shit.
5-3. But that's the thing, though.
Damn it, Brian.
I
He
mean,
had one job. It was to beat the damn Devils, and you couldn't
even
do
help
that.
us out.
Jesus.
Well, at least Adam Henrique had that pretty goal over Sammy Vatanen.
He did.
Oh, okay. You gave a fuck you to the Devils. All right, that's fine. I
Nice
will
little
take that.
up
I
and
will
over
take that,
Sammy
yeah.
Vatanen's head.
All right, he's
Power moves by him, backhand goal. Loved it.
I will give you credit.
Loved it.
He's starting to wash away that period blood of that New Jersey Devils jersey. He's starting to do that for me. All right, that's good. That's good. I like it.
Got Eric Arnett chiming in on Facebook saying no, referring to our poll question, will the Philadelphia Flyers remain competitive in the wild card race for the rest of the season? And we have, go away, Michael Wesley Chromiak chiming in as well saying, damn right, Tom, real hockey talk, referring to Tom's comment saying that we are the best hockey show, period.
Coming from the best wrestling show in the business that just went off on its inaugural debut show, Lazy Booking, here on a2dradio.com. Mr. Chromiak, we love it.
Well played. Well played.
Thank you, sir. I have my moments.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you, Sir
Just
Daly.
a
Sir
little golf
Daly.
clap.
Little
Thank you, Sir Daly of the Giggle Bush. Now we go back.
the giggle bush.
What are we doing here?
I don't
We should
know.
be
What
talking
is going
hockey.
on tonight?
I do. Come
Everybody's in a
on.
weird mood here. It's been a weird couple days
It's been a
for
long
me.
freaking day, man. I've been up since
Jesus.
7 o'clock this morning.
See, that's
I was
it.
actually
See-
in New York City this morning, too.
For what
Came
reason?
home. It's just our tradition, me
Oh.
and Caitlin now. We just go up there, go check out a show.
Aw,
I
isn't
know.
that adorable?
I know. So we go up there. We went and saw the Rockettes this year, and then take a picture by the tree, eat some lunch, and then we came home. And then
All
I
right.
took
Sounds like
a
a nice
nice
day.
power nap,
All right.
and now I'm here.
Just like a date with Crosby and Malkin. But anyway.
Hey, wouldn't want it any other way.
That's true happiness right there.
It is.
It is.
That's
I
a
guess.
match made in
It's a
heaven.
1-2
is.
punch.
It
Yeah.
is. Ah, man, if only. You know what? We really should have made that
I'm
thumbnail.
so happy the Penguins sucked. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
Okay, so Crosby. So there we go. It brings back all the references to the Brokeback Mountain. The Penguins suck. So do Malkin and Crosby.
Hey.
There we go. It
Hey.
all
They could
there
do
you
whatever
full
they
circle
want.
Right there.
They've hoisted the cup 3 times, so they could do whatever
Shut
they
up,
want.
Shut up. Don't
Fair
stop
I'm just-
spouting this
I
blasphemy.
just have to
Stop
remind
it.
you.
Stop it. No, it's blasphemy. We don't acknowledge this.
Who are
It
you,
doesn't
Stephen A. now, saying blasphemy?
Yes, and it is blasphemy.
Watching too much First Take? Come on, man.
Hey, listen, man, we don't talk about that man on the
Nah,
show.
I love Stephen A. I ain't even gonna lie.
Can't stand him.
Oh.
I hate him. That's why we don't bring up his name on here.
See, this is why we had to do it, because we knew it'd piss you off.
Joshua Sage chiming in on Facebook. If the secondary scoring remains, then they have a solid shot. Lots of young guys going through the growing pains, but that defense, a fun team to watch but definitely a fun team to watch every game. Let's go Flyers. Love the comment by Josh Sage, because it's true. The secondary scoring absolutely has to keep up.
It does, but
That's how you win games, man.
But the thing
Yeah.
is, though, is that it's starting to get the wheels back on it, and now it's just as it slowly starts to rebuild itself, you will start to see that continuously happen. If they can get that secondary scoring to start being more consistent, that's when it will stop being such a big problem for if Giroux's not playing well or Voracek's not playing well. It's not as big of a fear then. It's like, all right, that's fine. If Giroux wasn't scoring for like a period of time, that's fine. The secondary line pretty much picked up the slack. Less pressure on Giroux, less pressure on Voracek, less pressure on Simmons, less pressure on any of the guys you would expect to be the top goal scorers of the team.
And to piggyback off of that, on top of it, you have, like Josh said, the growing pains. These defensemen are starting to come back,
Yes.
starting to do the little things right. They get back in front of the net. They're picking up loose pucks. They're not giving up as many good shots as they did through that winless streak, but they're doing the right things. They're keeping Elliott protected, and Elliott's making the saves that he needs to make. Occasional soft one going through here and there, but for the most part, teams are making Elliott make the easy saves.
Well, Elliott has really done a great job at just, he's, again, consistency. If he's going to give up a goal, if it is going to be a softie, it's going to be one of those oddball softies. The ones that, like, 1 in a million chance it's going in. Like, not one of those, like, oh, my God, how did you not stop that kind of goal? This ain't no Marty Birder knocking it into his own net kind of goal going on here.
Josh goes on to say, need Will and Konechny to turn the corner. I've been saying that for a couple weeks now.
Well,
probably
yes.
a month.
Yes, and that is true. Konechny will absolutely have to. These are two guys who you do put a lot on. I mean, Wheel, he showed a lot of promise. Konechny is one of our high draft picks. You expect something out of him, So that is something that, has to definitely happen right now.
I think maybe Konechny might be up a little too early, in my opinion. Maybe he does need to go down to the AHL for maybe a couple months and see if he can refine his game. I mean, Wheel, you brought him back on a 2-year contract. You could have let him walk. I mean, at this case, and I'm not trying to be so dramatic here, but you didn't bring him back for the production that he's giving you now.
Yeah.
You brought him back for the production that he gave you in that short amount of time last season.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the thing, though, about it, though, is if you take both of those gentlemen and you decide to put them down to the AHL, who would you bring up? Because you can't just bring up a defenseman. You have to have some forwards. Who would you take off of the Phantoms to put on to their positions?
Before I answer, anybody else that's listening out there, you want to chime in answers on that so we can get a little bit of a feel for what everybody else is thinking out there? I'm going to say, why not Vecchione? Why not give him a try?
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. I mean, Vecchione has been down there for this period of time. And he did show some promise when he was with the Flyers. I mean, he didn't have the most stellar beginning of the season, but not everybody did. So it's a possibility.
I mean, he would be one of the guys that I would think absolutely. Josh goes on to say Matt Reed or Travis.
Is that Sanheim he's talking about? Because Sanheim is on the team.
I'm blanking on it. I think I might know who he's talking about. He also goes on to say Mikey V, but I don't know if I would bring up Matt Reed. He's too much of a flash in the pan.
I don't know. Matt Reed, it's just to me.
He's used to the system.
He is, but
agreed. But he's good for 5 goals a year.
I would rather deal with all the problems of rookie adjustment or what have you from Travis Konechny than Matt Reed, only because Matt Reed, there really is nothing there when you talk about it. Honestly, when you talk about Matt Reed.
No, I mean, like I said, he's good for 5 goals a year. He had one good year where he had, 20-something?
Well, those 5 goals will carry you a very long way, just like $1 will nowadays, right?
So it takes you nowhere.
Yeah.
Just like Dan Marino and Ace Ventura, Matt Reed should die of gonorrhea and burn in hell. Just saying.
Oh, man, I love that movie.
So let me see here. I'm just trying to think who we – I mean, I'm looking through what we have here of who could come up here and could try Oscar Lindblom.
Oscar Lindblom would be a good guy. Pascal LaBerge. Why not give him a try?
I was thinking that maybe LaMarche, possibly. Trying to see who else we could. Ob Koble, who we've been talking about possibly. These are just a few suggestions.
Chris Connor.
I like this guy.
Or even Bardreau, who could, come up. We've been hearing a lot about.
Okay, yeah, I could see Bardreau. Josh Age, chiming right back in here. Agreeing with me that Matt Reed is basically good for about 5 goals, saying having Matt Reed, who's good for 7 goals, or would you rather have a young gun up there, give him a shot? He'd rather go with a young gun and watch him grow, and I'm in that
I'm
that
all
position
about the youth
where,
movement.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate talking about the Penguins all the time, but I'm going to again. But that's exactly what they did. Sullivan knew his players. I mean, it's great that the AHL coach came up to be the NHL coach. So he knew the players that he was bringing up. He knows how to work with them, knew what they were best at, knew their weaknesses. And ultimately, it's worked out. He's 2 for 2 so far. So
Yeah.
I'm all about the youth movement.
Adrian Barrett chiming in saying that she would pick Martel, mainly because Vecchione is injured at the moment.
He is. Oh, that's right. I forgot. He is, isn't he?
I'm sorry. I was looking at the Phantoms roster and saw Chris Connor on the team. I remember when he played for the Penguins.
Back in the day. Back in those days. You remember those days? Those were good days,
Yeah,
right?
they were some good days.
All of 2 years ago?
Chris Connor hasn't been there in a couple of years.
I know.
Got Greg Malakovic chiming in. What's up, fellas? What's going on, Greg? Hopefully you're having a good time over there on the West Coast. You son of a whole question answer. They'll be competitive, but won't make it, which is perfectly okay by me. That's fine by me too.
I mean, I can't complain.
I mean,
I'm not going to complain
really,
about it.
you can't complain.
No.
You're sitting here in a Penguins jacket, and he says he can't play, or a Penguins windbreaker here, and he can't say
That thing is probably warm though. You got a hole in your
not
shirt,
bad.
by the way.
Yeah, I know. It's right in the nipple area, too.
Well, you know, when you're in Pittsburgh, you know.
When in Pittsburgh.
When in Pittsburgh, you know.
You know it.
You know. Anyway, so back to David Roska here, who's on the YouTube saying the new arena for the New York Islanders, which is true. The New York Islanders are leaving Brooklyn, which we knew was going to happen.
They had no market there.
At
It's
all.
not even that.
was
That
a
arena
joke.
was complete bullshit for hockey.
Well,
yeah,
I
it was
think it's
built for the
stupid.
Nets. It wasn't even built for hockey.
Well,
Well,
the
right.
Nets suck, so I mean, what's the difference anyway? They're a horrible team. They try to bring in D'Angelo Russell to make him better, but that didn't do shit because he's hurt. Sorry.
5 seconds. Of
I'm a Nets
basketball.
fan. It's frustrating, okay?
That's interesting. So you're a Pittsburgh Penguins fan. A Pittsburgh
There's no basketball
Pirates-
team in Pittsburgh.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that one.
And they were still in New Jersey when I started following them.
All right. When they had Jason Kidd, gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that was a great team.
Vince Carter, wasn't Vince
Vince
Carter?
Carter,
Yeah.
Richard Jefferson, yeah.
Didn't they go to a final one time?
Yeah, they did
Yeah.
in 03? I
They-
forget. They played
okay.
the Spurs.
Oh, okay. So they were a victim of the Spurs, not the Lakers.
Pretty sure it was the
Okay,
Spurs. I mean,
gotcha,
shit, I was
gotcha.
like 8 years old then. So.
I mean, for the last 20 years, it's either been the Spurs, the Lakers,
It was
the Cavs,
Spurs,
or the Warriors.
yeah.
That's
See,
pretty much
and
it.
people
Pretty
wonder
sure it
why
was the
hockey
Spurs.
is the most exciting playoff of the year. When you can predict who's going to win the NBA championship
we already
almost
know
every
who
year.
we're gonna
It's
see
just
again
Christ,
this
you
year.
know, like,
Right.
So-
please spread that wealth out in the NBA, and maybe you might get some exciting playoff potential here. Maybe don't, actually. Keep hockey as the most exciting playoff, please. It's already bad enough basketball wins automatically on the regular season just because it's basketball. Jesus. All right, anyway, back up, moving on. So, to other comments we got on the YouTube. Brandon Martin, who we can have a good little fight here with, he says, no one cares about hockey. Go Eagles. Okay, so,
We wouldn't have a show if nobody cared about hockey.
yes, that's
Right.
also a good point.
We-
It's like-
And fuck the Eagles now.
and then Rob just throws his arms up. Oh, that's great. That's classic.
Yeah, I mean, clearly this guy cares because he chimed in enough to write a comment.
Yeah.
I guess.
It's like
If
why
you're going to troll, go troll somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you really care that much about hockey to try and troll a show that does hockey, dude? Like, if you really didn't care, you wouldn't be watching right now. Just saying. Just
And
saying.
there's a couple
Yeah.
comments, too. So,
yeah,
I mean,
really-
come on. He's been
yeah.
watching.
Yeah. And then
Don't
Rob.
bullshit yourself.
Come on, man.
Now-
Don't hide.
Yeah.
Be true to yourself. You're a hockey fan. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Even Rob says, come on, Brandon, 4 for 4, man. I mean, listen, Brandon, if you are a closet Flyers fan, you don't have to be in the closet, man. This is Philadelphia, baby. We all flaunt our colors proudly around here. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but he's a proud Ducks fan. And
Come on, man.
This guy's a proud fan of the Schittsburg ones, you know,
Hey.
so.
From the further commenting, I get a sense that he might be a Dallas Stars fan. So he's the
The
Cowboys
that's
and the
fine.
Eagles of the other shows. So.
That's fine. He could be a Stars fan. I got no problem with that. Just
And he does say that hockey belongs to Canada. I agree with that. I
Well,
mean,
yeah,
as much
it
as
was
I'm a
Yeah,
Flyers
too bad their
originated in
teams
Canada.
suck.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
right?
Yeah. But hold on, that's like arguing
Toronto.
that's like arguing that freaking football belongs to America. Like, that's the kind of stupid to say. Just saying. Hockey does belong in Canada, but it is loved in the United States. We all
I mean,
love
believe it
here,
or not,
you know?
it's a sport that's starting to be loved throughout the entire world.
Oh,
like
it is. It's
China
it's
and
one of the
Japan
biggest
have
world sports.
ice hockey leagues now. It's hugely popular in pretty much all of Europe.
yeah.
The only thing that's valid to his point is the fact that the sport was originated in Saskatchewan. So
And it was made famous in Canada, and it's
Right.
Canada's gift to the world, and we all know this.
Thank you.
And that's even going to blow up even more when you have the games in Sweden, the NHL
Right,
games,
exactly.
the games over in Japan as
yeah,
well.
now they're having them over in China too. So
China, yep.
it's a sport and a market that's growing every day.
It is. It certainly is. Will it ever get as big as, say, maybe basketball? I don't know about that, because that's an easy
No,
sport to get
those
into.
two are the biggest, other than baseball. Hockey is such a big world sport. I mean, and it's not even just the men too; it's the women. The women are excellent at it too. So,
I mean,
I love watching the
listen,
women's
the U.S.
hockey.
women, like
They're awesome.
I'm a little upset that I didn't watch it, but Women's USA Canada tonight. Yeah, I'm sure that was a bloodbath.
And the Winter Olympics are coming in
Dude,
February.
they fight each
Yes,
other.
they are.
They fight each other.
You
all
think
the
you think
time.
men's hockey is rough? You have not seen women. If you haven't seen women's hockey,
Yeah.
That's the game right there.
Yeah.
Canada versus U.S. There's been bad blood for the last couple of years because USA just has not been able to beat them in the big time game.
No, it's true. And the thing is, though, is
I'm actually going to check the score on that game real
and
quick.
you
And
think
Hillary Knight.
Oh,
yeah,
my
baby.
goodness.
she's a former, what was it, an FDN?
Hot female athlete of the
yeah,
week.
hot
What
female
about
athlete of the
Kessel's
week.
sister?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, put a wig on Kessel. I think it might be the same person.
Maybe about as fast a skater as him too, probably. But the
She's
point,
good, though.
Yeah, but the point is though is that like, funny thing is too is that the U.S. actually has a pretty good shot of beating Canada too half the time in the female matchups
yeah.
as compared to the men's, where half the time 90% of the team is an NHL All-Star team, so you're pretty much fucked right from the beginning of the tournament
Yeah.
with a capital F, by the way, may I add. I think the highlight of the last time the U.S. was in the Olympics was when we beat Russia in the never-ending shootout with T.J. Oshie, which was
insane.
hilarious. I remember sitting down watching it. I was like, oh, my God, he's going with T.J. Oshie for the 5th time.
Like, I don't understand how he became such a huge American icon, like the Mr. America.
It's 'cause
because
he won a clutch game.
shootout. he won a shootout in a preliminary game. It was
Yeah,
a preliminary
that-
game. It's
But
not,
that game put us in.
It did put us in the tournament.
yeah.
However, we did get bounced by Finland in overtime or in a shootout.
I
do
just think it's
believe.
funny.
So,
That's all. Like he had one goal.
yeah.
Well,
One.
4 of 6, we'll say, but
Actually, no. Now that we
just saying.
Shut up.
I mean, he did go 4 for 6 in a shootout.
okay, but when you've seen Bobrovsky's best move the entire night, you know you're gonna
No, you
kind of
keep
figure
going
it
back
out.
to it.
Yeah,
I
yeah, you know. But anyway, I gotta ask though, since the NHL pros are not going to be at this Olympics. Do you think that now Canada is pretty much not going to win the gold this year? Because my opinion, I don't think they are. I think now you might actually see.
You'll see Russia or
Yeah.
Finland, all those lower leagues. Like,
Yeah.
not so much lower leagues, but leagues out in Europe.
Yeah.
I think it's their turn. But I mean, I've already heard players, one being Malkin, saying that he's going to ask of leave for the team to go play in the Olympics.
That is true. You can actually do that because there is a break. You can actually ask for leave and be loaned to a team. You won't get paid, but you will be loaned, which you can do. It is within your
Which
rights.
I think Bettman's such an asshole for it because, I mean, these guys want to play for their country, and he's not going to take the break from that for the Olympics. I
Listen,
just think it's insane.
I'm okay with the NHL players not being
I
able.
am too because of injuries. I mean, we
Not
saw
even
with
just
Johnny
because of
T.
injuries.
Johnny
Yeah.
T got hurt 4 years ago, which was horrible for the Islanders. So.
Well, it's not even just that. It's you're leveling the playing field now for some of these other teams.
Oh, yeah.
Team USA, Team Canada, Team Sweden, Team Finland. They're your top 4 because top to bottom, they're all NHL players. And then you're going up against the Czech Republic, who is like
Mediocre.
70% NHL players, and you're going to other teams. It levels the playing field, and it gets the amateurs the spotlight that they deserve.
Well, this also might actually be an opportunity for kids in the U.S. and as well as kids in Canada to once again compete in the Olympics, which, I mean, miracles can happen. I mean, what's the team that beat Russia, beat the USSR? Was kind of a team full of
They were a team full of nobodies.
Well, they're a bunch of college kids out of Minnesota and like the Midwest, 90% of them, and they wound up winning and beating Russia. And I think only maybe like 3 or 4 of them played in the NHL anyway.
And let's face it, the gold medal rounds, it's the same 4 teams. It's either going to be U.S. and Canada, Canada and Finland, Finland and Sweden.
Something like that. Yeah.
It's one of those. Like I said, it
every-
levels the playing field.
Every once in a while, the Czech Republic will show up and mix things up a little bit. Maybe Slovakia, and that's our very rare occasion. But
I am
still,
They're another team that's like 20% NHL. Like
yeah,
I like the idea if you're getting paid by the NHL, you're not allowed to play. If you're on the NHL level and you're getting a paycheck, I'm fine with it. Because one, like you said, it puts the players at risk.
Yeah, I mean, and that's my biggest concern, but I do like the excitement of, all these nasty-ass players just being together. for their country.
Oh, no, I agree. And I
know,
love
and
seeing some of these
believe
guys
me-
play together that you wouldn't imagine playing together.
But in that same year, I'm pretty sure Zetterberg may have broken his hand in that as well. I mean, Johnny T tore it. I believe, don't quote me on it. I think that's when he tore his ACL, right? Was it an ACL tear or he broke his knee?
It was something like that. And
it was something bad. It knocked him out for the rest of the year.
And it knocked the Islanders out for the rest of the year,
yeah.
too.
I mean, they were going good, too. I mean, obviously, they're my biggest concerns is the health for the players.
Yeah,
So-
you got a team that's flirting on a playoff level, and you lose a player like that because you let him play in the Olympics.
Well, personally, my
It's hard to come back from that.
I mean, personally, though, my opinion is, though, to me, it doesn't matter. Like, whether you have pros play in the Olympics or you don't. And I get why people say, well, it's amateurs. I can hear that, but really, at the end of the day, I think, like, why would it be such a bad idea? Like, why is it such a big deal if the pros play or the pros don't? Now, for the NHL teams, I understand they've got an investment. That makes perfect sense business-wise, why they don't want. Basically alluding to your point, injuries.
Yeah.
And to me, though, I just don't really see what the big deal is. You're going over to play in the Olympics, to play for your country. It really shouldn't be that big of a deal. Does it create a bit of a stagnation where, okay, obviously Canada or Russia or someone's going to most likely win? However, Russia proved last time that Russia can possibly do a terrible job in a tournament. They did so on their own ice. God, they didn't even medal. They did that bad. Like, Jesus.
Yeah. And they were cheating, too.
And they still couldn't
The whole
do it.
nation cheated. They were all on dope.
And they still.
They're all doping.
See, it's one thing when you cheat and you win.
Aren't they
It's
actually most of them are not, they're not
Eligible.
representing.
Yeah.
They're not
Yeah.
representing this year because of
Well, they
so
can.
maybe Malkin won't even. They
can.
said they could do individual things, but not for the country.
But I think they have. There's like something they have to. They have to
they
like
represent themselves, not
yeah.
the
They have to
country.
represent themselves. They can't represent their country. But
So
from what I'm told, they can wear like a sticker or a pin that has like the Russian flag on it or
Okay.
something like that. But
so
they're considered if they do compete and they pass their drug test, they compete as independent.
okay. So I'm not concerned about the hockey team. I'm concerned about the curling team.
I mean, that's going to be
Hey,
tough.
yo,
you
that
know?
that
I love curling.
listen,
not even gonna
curling
lie.
can be intense.
I'm not even gonna.
What I'm most
slow it,
excited
slow it,
about.
slow it.
I'm going to be up at 4:30 in the morning watching curling. I
No,
guarantee
especially
it.
when the Germans are on, they go nuts. Germans love curling.
Oh, my God.
Or the British or Swedish.
Yeah, they start
women's
screaming,
team.
No, you think Canada gets crazy over hockey. Good God, they get
God.
nuts so over
check
curling.
out Eastern Europe with fucking
Screaming, slow it down, faster, 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 faster. It gets intense. I'm sitting there, I'm like, slow it down.
You know what you need?
I've
I've never been this excited for janitorial work a day in my life.
sweep.
Faster.
And then you hear hard like every 5 seconds. You're like, oh my God. try to keep a straight face when the women do it.
Yo,
Just try to keep a straight face.
We got to reach out to Bob Menery and do a curling video. It's got to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many innuendos.
So good.
Bob Menery would have a field day with
He
that.
would. Oh my God, he would. We actually, you know what? We probably could find some curling too on YouTube and send it to him.
Oh, absolutely.
Probably could. So we should do that and just give him some inspiration. I don't think he needs much, but I'm pretty sure it could help.
I love those videos.
Oh man. So I think it's time we head to break. And when we come back, we will dive back into the NHL. We will give a scoring update of what's been going on in the NHL. And then we will also check the standings. And we will get right back into the Flyers because that's what we do here on the Hockey Happy Hour, dropping knowledge of the Flyers and the NHL. This is what we do here on A2DRadio.com. But first, I want to talk to you guys about Liberty Event Rentals. They're located at 2154 East Cambria Street in Philadelphia, PA. You can give them a call at 267-314-7368. They got tables, chairs, tents, linens, anything for your party or event needs. Guess what? Christmas is literally only 4 days away. Just letting everybody know. So if you
Still gotta
haven't,
finish.
if you still haven't finished your Christmas shopping, you're in trouble. But at the end of the day, though, you could host a great event, and you could do it through Liberty Event Rentals, and you can reach them online at www.libertyeventrentals.com. I got you that time. This is the Hockey Happy Hour at A2DRadio.com. We'll be right back after this.
Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300, or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com.
Hey, do you need to get your skills in shape? Then contact the Scanzano Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 856-889-3434 or visit them on the web at www.scanzanosports.com. John Scanzano offers individual, semi-private, and team training lessons in hitting, pitching, catching, outfield, along with turf rentals. The Scanzano Sports Center is equipped with a 31,000 square foot indoor facility, 4 batting cages, and a 4,000 square foot strengthening and conditioning room. So what are you waiting for? Contact the Scanzano Sports Center today.
A2DRadio.com is sponsored by the Sports Outlet for all your sporting needs. Located 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey. Give them a call at 856-939-2030 or email them at sportsoutletnj@comcast.net or visit them on the web at www.sportsoutletinc.com for all your sporting needs. The Sports Outlet.
You're listening to the Hockey Happy Hour, only on A2DRadio.com.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300, or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com.
Hey, do you need to get your skills in shape? Then contact the Scanzano Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 856-889-3434 or visit them on the web at www.scanzanosports.com. John Scanzano offers individual, semi-private, and team training lessons in hitting, pitching, catching, outfield, along with turf rentals. The Scanzano Sports Center is equipped with a 31,000 square foot indoor facility, 4 batting cages, and a 4,000 square foot strengthening and conditioning room. So what are you waiting for? Contact the Scanzano Sports Center today.
A2DRadio.com is sponsored by The Sports Outlet for all your sporting needs. Located 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey. Give them a call at 856-939-2030 or email them at sportsoutletnj@comcast.net or visit them on the web at www.sportsoutletinc.com for all your sporting needs. The Sports Outlet.
Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Hockey Happy Hour. We are live from the BMW of Atlantic City Studios here at Mount E from New Jersey. And speaking of which, have you ever wanted the ultimate driving experience? Well, then you got to go to BMW of Atlantic City. They're located at 6037 Black Horse Pike in Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 609-568-9200, and you can find them online at www.bmwofatlanticcity.com.
Yeah, I didn't get hit this time.
Yes, and also, we are brought to you by the Sports Outlet, located in 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 856-939-2030, or you can email them at sportsoutletnj@comcast.net, or visit them on the web at www.sportsoutletinc.com. Now that you're ready for it, I'm not going to do it. It's not as funny now.
Absolutely prepared.
Before we continue on, though, I do actually want to bring this back, as I do study history. And I want to take you back to a period, a gilded age, if you will, in Philadelphia history. It was not all that long ago. As a matter of fact, it was about 7 years ago. It was the year of 2010. It was a magical time period. It was a time period where the Flyers were scrappy as scrappy could be. Its captain was led by Mike Richards, who was sniffing cocaine off of strippers' bums every night with his butt buddy, Jeff Carter.
Actually, we should correct that. He was probably sniffing cocaine off of his butt.
Probably. And y'all make fun of Crosby and Malkin.
Oh, come on.
We know what's going on.
To be fair, Carter and Richards aren't really teammates anymore.
No.
Yeah, but, I mean, Mike Richards, he wasn't doing as well in L.A. until Jeff Carter got there, so, there is something to it. But anyway.
I've purchased off the same dude. Does that count?
But also,
No.
but in that gilded age, there was also a very interesting coherence. There was a great man named Danny Briere who was the main driving force of the playoffs, who got us through some of the darkest times. But you see, the strangest part was in the defensive end, there was a lot of mystery abound. There was no idea of who would be the man manning the net for the Philadelphia Flyers. And there was a lot of wondering, was it going to be Sir Emery? And Emery fell. Sadly, he did, to his disease of injury. And then rose up the veteran Brian Boucher, an old warhorse, who sadly, he too fell and succumbed to time, as it is, defeated every man. And then eventually a brave warrior rose from the ashes, who stood tall and stood at every one of the enemy's eyes and spat in their face and said, "Oh, I can't do this anymore." It was fucking Michael Leighton. Anyway, moving on. The reason why I bring this back up is I do believe there is a Pittsburgh Penguins news bulletin of this gentleman.
Yes,
Feel free.
in fact, the Penguins have acquired Michael Leighton just as of 2 days ago. Penguins acquired Michael Leighton and a 2019 fourth-round pick from the Arizona Coyotes for Josh Archibald, Sean McGuire, and a 2019 sixth-round pick.
So nobody's, basically.
Yeah.
For the
But it
most
wasn't
part.
the only move they made that day, as they also acquired Jamie Oleksiak from the Dallas Stars for a conditional 4th-round pick. So, I mean, Jimmy Rutherford starting to make some moves. We'll see what else he's got up his sleeve, but I'm sure he's not done.
We'll see.
I'm not too mad about the Michael Leighton thing, though. I know we bash him a lot on this show, but he brings a veteran presence to the young goalies in Matt Murray and Jari. So it's not the worst thing. He also comes with Stanley Cup experience. That's all I got to say. But that's about it.
the limited losing side of it, but
Yeah,
okay.
it's
Yes.
okay.
Oh,
And
God.
yes, I did like Archibald a lot, Robert Butts. Commenting in on Facebook Live.
Yeah, he also went to comment in, and he also said 2010 loved when the Flyers fans would with a straight face told me Richards was better than Crosby. Ha ha ha! Now Pens have Leighton. Oh, how hilarious!
What? Okay.
Wait, what?
Wait, hold on.
Richards is better than Crosby?
Whoa. Okay, hold on.
I don't even think you could say that with a straight face.
I need a minute now on that one. Good God.
Oh, God.
Here comes the next meme.
Bredo, I hope you're watching. Please get this. What is going on tonight? Oh, my gentle Jesus.
All right, I think I'm good now. I think I'm good. Nope, I'm not. I'm still not.
You're killing me, Smalls, with the mute button.
Yeah. All right. So let me get this straight. With a straight face, a Flyers fan, wearing orange and black probably, in his full colors proud, bleeding the orange and black, looked you dead in the face with both eyes, and said to you, feet firmly planted on the fucking ground, that he said Mike Richards was better than Sidney Crosby. Oh my God. Like you... I don't even know if there is any semblance of the word stupid that could describe that human being.
This is your fan base here.
No. He
We don't
is
associate-
No, hold on. Time out.
No.
First of all, I think this guy Robert, I'm assuming you're a Penguins fan.
It seems like it, because he said he liked Archibald. You don't know Archibald unless you're a Penguins fan.
That's a good point. Or you hate the Penguins and you just
So
hate
maybe
everybody
he's
on the
making
team.
fun of Flyers fans, saying, you think Richards is better than Crosby? Yeah, how many cups does he have? How many does Richards have?
Well,
That
hold
kind
on.
of thing.
But
Statistically, no.
Richard has 2, but still, just saying. But anyway,
It's 2? I know.
he was with the Kings.
He's got both with the Kings.
He's got both with the Kings. He got demoted, I think, the year after that, and then that's when he started really going downhill. But anyway,
I guarantee the person that said that Richards was better than Crosby was wearing like a Phillies or an Eagles shirt. Because it's like some of these 4x4 guys in Philadelphia, not all of them. I mean, I don't want to detract a large part of our listening base here. Definitely very realistic, call it like it is, but there's quite a few out there that they're just all ultra aggressive with no filter.
He says it was a 3. I'm assuming 3 out of 4 Philly sports guy in the house. I guess roommate or something that said that to him.
wow. Just wow. Damn, I'm a Flyers fan and I can't even defend that. That is just terrible.
That
is just terrible.
I had a guy at work tell me once that I think. Let me phrase
Oh,
this.
please, I'm preparing it.
No,
Please,
there's no preparing for this one.
Oh God.
Now, if I remember the conversation correctly, I believe he said Mike Richards will be better than Wayne Gretzky.
I need another minute.
Wow.
Straight crack.
That's what I
I
told
want to know
him.
where this shit is. I want to know where it is.
Listen,
That's some good shit right there. That is some good shit to think that would ever happen.
I legitimately stopped what I was doing. And
I'm going to drop the plates.
stare-
Be like,
Dude,
I'm going the fuck home.
Listen, I straight stopped what I was doing.
Brian,
I
where are you
looked-
going? I have to leave. I have to fucking leave. I can't do it. I gotta go.
I stared down the line at the restaurant that I was working at. I stared down the line at him. I'm like, what?
Who the fuck are you?
What the fuck did you just say? Mike Richards better than the great one. The great one. The guy who's untouchable in points right now. There's nobody better than Wayne Gretzky.
The same dude has like a Mike Richards shrine on his wall. And he's like, they're doing the Buffalo Bill dance.
You know what his no. You know what his reasoning behind it was? Because Mike Richards will drop the gloves and Wayne Gretzky won't.
What the? Oh my God!
The dude has a scoring record. He's the biggest all-time scorer.
You know what?
He had people that would fight for him. He didn't need to.
Then you know what? Daniel Carcillo is the greatest fucking player of all time, along with Donald Brashear and the rest of them.
Listen,
like,
Donald Brashear
seriously.
maybe. Donald Brashear maybe. I'll maybe best goon. But Dan Carcillo, no.
All right, fine. I'll give you that. Donald Brashear is definitely better than Dan Carcillo in the goon spot.
Now-
We could definitely
What about
agree
Matt
with that
Cook?
one. Yeah.
Come on. What about Matt Cook?
Correct me if
Fuck
I'm
Matt Cook.
When he put up 20 goals that year.
Matt
What about
Cook?
Corey Perry? George Paris. Come on now.
George Paris and
George
fucking
Paris.
Stash.
Come on, man.
That
You can't
doesn't
hate
matter.
on
The
Georgie.
Stash alone wins it.
Right.
No. Nobody beats Donald Brashear. Sorry, that's the baddest animal in the jungle. You could say Ty Domi, but I still say it's Donald Brashear any day of the
Listen,
week.
man, there was one moment in George Paris' career that I got legitimately scared for him. And it was when after he got traded to Montreal, got in a fight, got knocked out, and smacked the back of his head on the ice.
Ooh.
It was a scary moment. Thankfully, he walked away from that.
At least. But you know what? To get this back on a lighter note, whomever, by the way, who posted that comment? It was Robert Butts, right?
Yeah.
The Richards better than Crosby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Robert and Brian, I want you to give me the names of these jackasses, and I want their Flyers cards. They don't deserve them. They really don't at all. Like
I don't remember his name. I don't remember his full name, but I think his name was Derek. I'm pretty sure his name was Derek.
So weird. One of my best friends'
Sounds
name
like
is
a
Derek.
guy that would say something like that.
Yeah, that guy Derek. Sounds like that guy.
Yeah, Derek. He's an asshole. He's got eyeballs for testicles.
Correct me if I'm wrong, though, fellas. Isn't it true that if you took away Wayne Gretzky's goals, he would still lead
Yes.
leader in
Yes,
points?
he would.
All right, enough said. Really.
Yeah, like,
Seriously.
Just wow. I mean, I didn't mean for this to get derailed, but holy Christ, like that really got derailed.
let's think about
there,
it. The
you know,
second,
like,
who's in second place? Mario Lemieux, right?
No. I think
Or
it was
is it Messier?
No,
It's one of the two.
I think it was Howe, wasn't it? No.
No,
That's
Howe's
no,
not.
not in
I
scoring.
know
I meant that was points.
Lemieux is
yeah.
like fifth or something in points.
It's not.
Well,
wait a minute.
whoever's in first and
hold on.
whoever's in second, it's still like a 1,200 point difference.
Is it Yager?
It is Yager.
Yeah, it was Yager.
points
That's
all
right.
time?
He
Yeah.
passed Messier, which you had said before.
Yeah, that's right. It was Yager.
He's got 1,914 points to Wayne Gretzky's 2,850.
Okay, that's still
another 10 more years, Yager. You got it.
and he might play another 10 more years if he has his way.
Okay, so hold on. David Roska chimes in here. He said, first comment, he says, quack, 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 quack. Last Sunday at Clash of Champions, 6-woman tag team match. Yes, Clash of Champions. And then moving on, he also then went on to say, what is going on, Matt? And he said, Matt is crying now.
He was.
It was a painful moment, I must admit.
And Dave, as far as wrestling comments go, man, 7:30, we got live booking now here on a2dradio.com on Thursday nights.
Lazy
So
booking.
check it out, man.
Lazy booking.
What did I say?
You said fantasy booking, I think it
Did I?
was.
I meant lazy
Yeah.
booking.
Yeah.
It's something like that.
Something
Check
like
it out.
that.
7:30 Thursday nights. A2D Radio.
Oh, God.
.com.
Here we go.
.com.
Wait,
.com. There we go.
Robert Butts again. He goes, I got one better. I got to run into Yager at a Voorhees Acme and got to explain how much of a traitor he is.
All right,
I want to know his response, Robert. Please let me know
funny.
what his response was.
Okay, that's funny. I'll give you that one. That's a very funny one. Oh, man. Wow.
That pissed me off so much when he was like, hey, Mary, I want to play for you. And then he went to the Flyers. Son of a bitch.
I mean, he did for 1 year. And then they also beat the Penguins that year, too, in the playoffs. That's the even funnier part
Yeah, it
of
doesn't help.
No.
you got to call him a traitor. That's pretty great.
You know what the funny part is, too? You know
You're a
what?
fucking traitor, dude.
I don't know.
you, Yager,
I don't care.
piece of shit.
I don't care who you are.
No, you know
Might
what?
as well go back to the Czech Republic. We don't want you here anymore.
Oh, you know that statue we were going to erect of you right next to Lemieux? fuck it, you ain't getting it now.
You ain't getting it. I got $20. I'll give you a $20 statue. It'll be about that big.
I don't know what. Hold on, Rob. Let me ask you, if you want to look back to back then, is it more of a betrayal that he was going to go back to the Penguins and then he joined the Flyers, or is it more of a betrayal that he left the Penguins and went to the Washington Capitals when he originally left the team? I want to know. What is your personal opinion on that? Because I've always wanted to know from a Pittsburgh fan, because I know your memory's a little hazy on that one.
Oh, I wasn't even born.
That's a
Yeah,
shame. Yo, he comments in. He says, never forget, Wednesday night before trivia, he was going to sign with the Penguins, leaves trivia, and we're talking an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours later, now he's a Flyer.
Oh, that sucks, dude. That sucks.
Oh, that's terrible.
All right, so
He said he was really cool about it. I believe it.
I mean-
He's probably like,
mean,
yeah, my
Yager-
hair is so nice.
yeah, it's true. I still, Yager's probably like, I still have the sexiest mullet in the world. I don't need your shit. That's
Who
probably
are
what it
you?
was.
Who are
He
you?
does. He does have the best mullet in all of hockey.
Yeah, and he can still bang 18-year-old Czech models, so I don't really think it matters.
He doesn't really
honestly.
need. He doesn't even really need the check part. He bangs them all. It doesn't
That's
matter.
true. I mean, that's why he was down in Florida for so long. We all know what he was
South
doing.
Miami. Come on.
Come
now.
on now. We all know what he was doing night in and night out. Come on, Yogs. We all know. We all know. But hey, if you could play the
Listen,
game,
bro.
play, man.
Yeah, man. Don't hate the player. Hate the game.
All right, so let me rear into the scoring update as best we can.
No, I love this guy.
What do you say
He's
now?
like, worse that he went to the Flyers, and he goes, yeah, I wanted to punch him and kiss him at the same time.
That's great. But anyway,
so with you.
we'll go into the scoring update here. We'll go into the scoring update for the date of December 21st. The Tampa Bay Lightning winning in a shootout against the Ottawa Senators, for anyone that matters.
By the way, speaking of Ottawa, there was a chance, too, that they said they might be selling out or moving out of Ottawa. There's a chance of that.
Oh, yeah. They heard
wow.
that the owner might be selling, but
I think they'll
he said
stay
he's
there.
denying it,
Yeah.
but
I don't
we'll see
know.
what actually happens.
I mean, I don't know. It depends. You know, like would he sell it to another Canadian city? Possibly Quebec.
I
Keep
could
a
see
team in
it,
the East.
maybe.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm throwing it
gotta-
out there.
yeah,
You know,
you-
to get all those Nordiques frauds out there to get to come out to Boston games and chant, "We want the Nordiques back." Yeah, and you're a Boston Bruins fan. Shut up. Anyway, back to this. Carolina defeating the Nashville Predators 4-1. Man, Carolina's coming out of
Surprised.
nowhere right now
Honestly,
and just
big
winning
surprise.
games.
In Nashville, too.
Yeah. And Dallas shutting out the Chicago Blackhawks 4-0. Stars coming up on the rise. Blackhawks kind of falling a little bit there. You don't want to lose games like that to Dallas. But right now it's 0-0 scoreless in the third period, by the way, against St. Louis and Edmonton. So if you want to catch a fun and exciting game, there you go. The Colorado Avalanche and the Los Angeles Kings in the first period are still scoreless right now. The San Jose Sharks and the Vancouver Canucks are tied at 1 apiece in the first period of their game. Winnipeg facing the Boston Bruins, losing in a final to shootout 2-1 for Boston. And then the New Jersey Devils, fucking Devils, they win in a shootout against probably their most hated rival, the New York Rangers. That's sad to say. I hate the Devils so much, and we're not even their biggest rival.
Well, that explains my brother's post earlier when he said Rangers suck.
Well, I think that would, pretty much. David Roska also said that Devils beat Rangers at one point during the YouTube commenting.
So I want to be the one to announce this score.
That's only fair.
Anaheim Ducks win by a final score in overtime, 5-4. Hampus Lindholm, game-winning hat-trick goal.
All right. Flap them. Flap those duck wings. Let's
And
go.
I want Matt to say the next one.
Fuck you, I ain't. You go ahead, since you're the one who's got that, piss-colored, gold.
It's gold.
No, it's still it's still the color of piss. The only difference is it's hydrated piss. Anyway, go on.
Yeah.
At least you're not dehydrated, so you got to look at
Yeah,
that.
there you go.
I'm a happy guy tonight. Penguins beat the Blue Jackets 3-2 in a shootout. Game winner by Tanger.
Pens
Crystal
win
Tang.
on ugly sweater night.
Yeah.
It was, yes.
He
in
went to
fact,
say,
it
say
was.
it, say it.
Yep.
Yeah, hope he gets injured before the playoffs.
Oh, that's not cool.
That's messed up.
That is kind of messed up.
Glad, because it's true.
He will. I mean, he gets hurt every year.
Yeah.
I mean, Shit, what did he have? He had his neck injury last year. What did he have last year?
He had a stroke one year.
Yeah, he had a
It's just
stroke.
Okay.
26,
Now
scared the shit out of me.
that I never wished upon him, and it was a great thing.
Never
to
said
see.
you did. I'm just
Yeah.
saying. I thought we were going through injury history. That's all.
But I'm just saying, I was very, very happy to see him come back to the ice after that.
I'm right
Yes.
with you on that one,
Yes.
Robert. Right with you on that one, Robert.
Fantasy hockey owner over here. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes perfect
Yay.
sense. Yeah. So,
Right.
what did Rob say?
He
Not
said
this Rob, the other
but-
Rob. Yeah.
but his wife, hot. So
Yeah.
Indeed.
I have to go point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point.
I follow both of them on Instagram.
Well done.
Oh, well done, sir. Well done. All right. So, with that quick scoring wrap up, let's take a look at these standings here. In the Western Conference, where it will affect Mr. Daly over here, the Central Division currently, right now, is topped by the Nashville Predators, who have 46 points, but they are three-way tied currently with the St. Louis Blues and the Winnipeg Jets. However, if the Blues lose tonight, that may change. Possibly.
I think you made a new best friend.
I did.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yay.
I got somebody on my side.
Yay.
we had a David Roska. Now we've
yeah,
got a
right.
Robert
I got David
Butts.
Roska on my side, and now you got Robert Butts on your side. This
Let's
is nice. I
go.
like this.
Let's go.
We're evening out the numbers here.
all two of you.
Hey, it's a start.
It's a start.
It's a
We'll
start.
get there. Okay.
Oh, we will get there.
Moving
Oh,
on.
We're going
we
to take
will.
over.
The Pacific Division, the Las Vegas Golden Knights, who refuse to lose at home, who are only 14-2-1 at home. Currently, for God's sakes, I would kill to have that record at home. Christ. And they are leading the Pacific 22-9-2, by the way, on their regular season record. 46 points on the season.
Real
Yes.
quick before you keep on going, Robert Butts says, "Night, guys. Great show. Appreciate that, Robert.
Thank you.
Hopefully Chrome keeps sharing so I can keep checking you out. God bless and Merry Christmas." Same to you, brother.
Same to
Yes,
you, man.
same to
Keep
you.
on
Thank
coming.
you.
Like the show. Like the page, man. We'd love to see you back next week.
Hell yeah. I love it. I love it.
All right, and moving on to the Los Angeles Kings, who are also tied with the Las Vegas Golden Knights at 46. Good God, it's a battle of these two Southern teams. Oh, boy. And they are 21-10-4 currently on their record, and their home record is it's still pretty good, but their home record, man, that's about pretty even right now. 11-5-2 and 10-5-2. That's nice right there. I would kill for both of those records. Calgary Flames in third place. There we go. Calgary showing a little bit of that spunk right there.
We can take that spunk and put it somewhere.
Hey now.
Yeah. With Johnny Hockey leading the way, not being the Johnny Manziel of hockey, leading his team in the right direction.
Right, he's not Johnny Manziel. He actually knows how to,
Play the game that he plays.
Yeah,
Yeah, all right, there we go.
he's a winner.
Yeah, there we go. So with that, at 39 points, 18-14-3. And now to the wild card currently for the West. It is the mighty falling Chicago Blackhawks at 17-11-5 at 39 points. They are tied with the Calgary Flames and also with the Minnesota Wild, who are right there behind them. And they are 18-13-3, all three at 39 points. And by the way, Dallas just tied Chicago with that win. So there's your motivator right there. And they are now at 39 points on their record. So, all right. That explains everything of why Dallas shut out Chicago. They absolutely needed to tie them. That makes perfect sense.
Well, not even just that. I mean, Chicago's not the team that they were expected to be, clearly. I think their window has shut. Obviously, you hold on to Taves and Kane because they're your franchise guys. But I think it's time to blow that bitch up. Start all over.
It's starting. Blow that bitch up.
Time to blow that bitch up. That's going to be my new catchphrase. Blow that bitch up.
That's right. Either on our Instagram or our Facebook or Twitter.
Whatever. Blow that bitch up. It's time to blow up Chicago and start over.
Or you can do it.
That sounded terrible.
I think it sounded delightful. Yes.
I mean, it could be worse. You could blow up a bitch in Chicago. Or you could blow up a bitch in Las Vegas. You know, I mean, it's your choice.
Well, I mean, I was referring to the fact that I said blow up Chicago. That sounded terrible.
You're a horrible man.
Well, I mean, you could blow up Chicago. You would probably rather blow up Detroit.
I mean it in a figurative way.
No, but you probably should blow up Detroit, and that's not an insult to the Detroit Red Wings. That's an insult to the city. But anyway, that's a different story.
We're talking the team.
And it would be different. I mean, maybe not that difficult because you'd always have suitors. But, not too long ago, Taves and Kane signed those massive 8-year deals. I mean, are you saying, like, you blow it, you keep them two Twin
Keep
Towers?
those two,
have
blow
to.
the rest of it up.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. On to the rest of the Western Conference. San Jose staying competitive. They have 38 points. Anaheim right there tied with them. Colorado at 34 points.
Fucking injuries.
Just so upset. He's just so.
Injuries.
I think it's now time for Brian to cry. I think you need a minute now, Brian. You do, you?
We were set up, man. We were set up.
You need a minute. It's
We were
okay.
set up.
I'm here for you. I'm a guy who has to go through those a lot. So, there you go.
Every time we get somebody back,
Yeah.
somebody else gets hurt.
It's all right. Like I said, it's like the plague.
It's
But
rotating
anyway.
goddamn door.
Hey, you know what? It could be like the Flyers goaltending situation. Rotating door. You never stop.
Well, that's the thing. That's exactly what it is. It's a rotating door.
God, that blows. All right,
Whatever.
moving on.
Whatever.
To the Colorado Avalanche, they're at 34 points, a little bit behind. Vancouver as well at 30 points, 34 points tied with them. Edmonton at 32 points. Now, this is actually pretty bad for Edmonton. For a team that's really showing that kind of promise, it's bad, man. Their goals for is 101, but their goals against are 110. What the fuck is going on with them? Well, their home record's terrible. That pretty much says a lot right there.
Not just that. It's not the same team they were last year.
No, clearly not. Clearly not at all.
And I really
wow.
believe that Cam Talbot is showing his true colors now. That last year was just a flash in the pan. Edmonton was just all kinds of hyped up, overplayed, overachieved. And this is really what they are. The defense really isn't that good. I mean, they have a decent offense. But Cam Talbot, he's no more than a backup.
Well, I'll tell you, Edmonton's probably looking back at themselves. Maybe we should have traded for Steve Mason. maybe there.
I mean, Cam Talbot's a good backup. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, backup. That's the key word, though.
And the
Key
defense
word.
is hurting too. So
That's true. And last place, like they should be, the Arizona Coyotes. They are at a minus 45 on their goal differential. Look at their home record. They're 3-11-1 for their WAP.
They're better away.
They're 4-13-4.
They probably have more fans at away games than they do at home games.
Yeah,
It's
probably.
possible.
And by the way, they have not broken double digits yet on
Talk
their
about
win
a fan
marker.
base. Talk about a fan base that should move to frickin' Canada.
Oh, God.
Right there.
Shouldn't have moved away from Canada to begin with because the Arizona Coyotes
Send
were
them up
the
there.
original
You'll have a team that
Winnipeg
actually
Jets.
likes them.
Christ.
well, hopefully we'll have a team. Well, I mean, they're saying by like 2022 there's going to be 34 teams in the NHL. So maybe they wind up
I don't think
moving
there
out of
needs to be
Arizona.
that much.
Nah. You know what? They're going to balance it out with the team in Seattle because they'll be the team in Vegas, and then Arizona's going to stick around.
That's
for
just
whatever
rumors that I'm
fucking
hearing.
reason.
I don't think there needs to be 34 teams in this league.
I don't
We
think
already
so
have
either. But I mean,
we have troubles already with fan bases
That's
that don't
true.
bring in enough.
That's true. It doesn't help the fan. It doesn't help the sport.
well, when
all
you
that
don't put a
much.
good product out on the ice, you're not going to get a good following. So
Arizona never put out a good product, even when they had an okay team.
well,
They
right, and that's why they
never
don't have a
even-
fan base.
Yeah,
That's exactly my point.
Yeah, they had Jeremy Roenick at one point with Rick Tocchet. They also had Timo Solani for a short period of time. They even had Danny Briere on the team at one point. I
Well,
know
when
people
they had
forget
Timo
that. He was
Solani-
on the team, by the way.
Yeah, he was in Arizona, but I mean, Timo Solani was Winnipeg, wasn't really Arizona. I mean, it's the same
Oh, I got
franchise,
you,
but
yeah.
he never wore an Arizona Coyotes uniform. He was traded before that. He was traded like 2
Oh,
years
yeah,
after
that's
being
right.
entered
He
in
was,
the league.
He was, yeah, you're
was a
right,
Jet.
you're right. That's right. But still, point is, though, is that they never really put a good team out on the ice, even when they had a good team.
To Mike's point, too, you bring it up to 34 teams, you're watering down the talent pool so much that you're not going to get the type of competition to draw a fan base.
You see, I completely understand that, but it also gives more players more opportunities.
Well, that's, yeah.
That's the only good
it
thing.
does, but that is the only good thing. But
Yeah.
that's the thing. I mean, you look at, to me, hockey has like, out of the four major sports, is one of the worst watching for anything. You know, it's one of the lowest markets.
I do like
And
the
to
idea,
have-
like if you have more teams, it's more competition for the playoffs.
Oh,
It's-
no doubt. But I think
But there's such a thing as too much.
having that 31, they should have just moved Arizona to Vegas at that point.
Well, here's the thing with
Well, then you still be short too.
Yeah, true. See, the only thing that really boggles my mind is when you put teams in spots where you're not sure if they're going to work out. You know, like
There
Vegas
doesn't need to be a team in a desert where it's 110 degrees
Yeah, and
they don't see ice ever.
I never understood that. I never understood why you took the Minnesota North Stars away and you put them in Dallas, because even Dallas doesn't really have a fan base, no matter how okay the team can get at times. You know, like it's just stupid. Like the Minnesota North Stars, how long did it take for Minnesota to get a hockey team back? You know, and like that's where 90% of the U.S. hockey players come from. You know, just saying. Saying.
You got to put these teams in places if you want to spread the market out. I mean,
yeah, but it's like, well, here's the thing, though.
you never know what you're going to get when you put a team out there. Like, everybody was saying Vegas wasn't going to have anything, and then look at them. Like,
Yeah, they're phenomenal.
they're a phenomenal team, and they have a great fan base to start. So
I'm still going to say take a pause on that. Let's wait and let's see how long that lasts. Again, it's initial buzz. And the team is playing well, but how long will that continue? Let's hold off for a quick second before we just slap the successful franchise tag on them. Let's not do that.
I'm not saying they're
yet.
successful, but I'm just saying, like, you know, there's places that it's just going to draw.
They're going to do
Arizona-
better just for the tourist alone.
Just a tourist alone. Like, if I went to Las Vegas, I'm not a Knights fan. I don't care who they're playing. If they're home, I'm going to go just to go.
All right, I will give you that one. I will concede that. Yeah,
Right.
compared to the tourist destination, yes, obviously that's a clear-cut win right there. I think no doubt about it. If you try to argue that point, you're stupid. But, you know.
It will swoon down, though, to your point, Matt.
No, absolutely.
yeah, no
But the
doubt.
fact that they've sold out over, like, the season tickets over, first 4 or 5 years?
I give them that
That
credit.
says something.
I give them that credit, but I want to see what happens after that 5 years. And let's see what happens.
I
you know?
No, I mean,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, but anyway, on to the East real quick. In the Metropolitan, we have the Washington Capitals leading the Metropolitan. What a surprise.
Do we have a blur?
Yeah. And right now they are at 45 points. It's a 22-12-1 record. And the Columbus Blue Jackets right behind them by 1 point at 44, 21-13-2 on their record.
man.
Christ.
Think about it. If they got that win tonight against us, they'd be right at
know.
number one.
They would be once again. And you know the funny part is, could you imagine rewinding the tape like 4 or 5 years ago to when Rick Nash was still the main thing in Columbus? I could never imagine Columbus having seasons like this. Ever. Columbus was a laughing stock of a franchise.
No, they finally got a good GM that's
years.
actually built a decent team.
Yeah, it's just crazy though. But for years, we always just scoffed
They were
at
just a laughing
Columbus.
stock,
Yeah,
yeah,
like
yeah.
every year it's just like, oh, it's Columbus. Who the fuck cares?
They were the Coyotes of then.
Yeah,
And now,
of the
they
East,
have a
you
good.
know?
You know, you can say what you want about John Tortorella. I hate him. I love him. Blah blah blah.
Well,
He's
I
a good
hate
coach.
him.
He's a great coach.
He's
No,
a,
no.
he's a very good coach.
No,
Very good
I will
coach.
not go Fayweather. I fucking hate John Tortorella. I think he's a piece of shit, but that's just my personal opinion.
And that's fine. But you got to give him the credit where credit's due.
all
He's a
right.
good
I'll give him the
coach.
credit. I'll give him the credit. I will give him that.
I was getting a little animated over there.
Yeah. Delete. Yeah. Moving on to the new. Ugh. All right.
He's like,
Give me a minute.
He's talking about the New Jersey Devils
Yeah. Gag reflux.
in
Sorry.
third place.
Terrible thing.
34 games played.
Ugh.
Sitting in third, 19-9-5.
Thank you.
For 43 points.
I don't know how I would have gone through that without you. Thank you.
1995. That's when I was born.
That's a
Thanks for
bad
making me feel
omen
old.
right there. That's a real bad omen. All right, moving on.
God, I got 10 years. Rob just
The Rob.
Rob just assassinated himself.
Moving on. Actually, I've only got. I'm surprised. I'm actually older than Mike. Yeah, one of the few people I'm older than here at A2D.
I know.
Yeah,
Who's
that's
our
kinda weird.
youngest? Brodo's our youngest.
Oh yeah,
Roberto
he's
is,
the baby of the whole
Yeah.
A2D here.
And I only got a year on him, too.
Yeah, there you go. So Tampa Bay leading the Atlantic. I don't think that's a fucking surprise right there.
They're playing fantastic
Yeah.
hockey.
Tampa Bay is
Andre
phenomenal.
Vasilevsky.
Now,
Jesus.
we like to think, Las Vegas' home record. Look at that, 13-2-1. That's pretty right there at home.
I think it's the same. Almost exactly.
About that, I think it's almost clone copy right there. But they are 24-7-2 for 50 points. I think they're the first team to break the 50-point barrier right now.
I believe they are.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
so good for Tampa right there. They are right back in the saddle again.
You know what they do great that no other team really does as well? But if you want to be a playoff team, you have to do this. Winning hockey games on the road. That's
Yeah.
what they do. And, they only have, 5 losses on the road?
Yeah, that's true. I think so. Let's check. Yeah, they only have 5 losses.
Wow.
Well, technically 6, but it's an OTL is the other one. So 5.
They got a
yeah.
point on that one.
Yeah,
So.
so. But moving on. Toronto in second place. The Young Bucks, or the Bucks of Youth, as Mr. Povio would like to say, who are currently at 43 points with a 21-14-1 record. That's respectable for a team that's second year and still kicking ass and taking names. And Boston right now, right behind them by 2 points. This team will not die. That's a team that will not die. Like, out of all the times you think, okay, Boston's going to blow it up and rebuild, every year they find a way to just be a thorn in everybody's side for whatever freaking reason. But
I hate them.
I hate them too. Trust me.
And
We're on the same.
Marchand.
Oh, I hate Marchand. I hate that whole team, quite frankly. I hated their coach, Claude Julien. I think he's a piece of shit, personally.
Well, luckily they don't have him anymore. He's in Montreal.
Still, I think he's a piece of shit. Doesn't change anything. I hate that team. I hate that stupid freaking B. I hate the fucking town. Like, seriously.
I love the city. The city's pretty cool.
I've never been there. I don't want to be there either.
It's pretty cool. You should go.
I don't want to. I don't want to. If I can't wear my Flyers colors, I'm not going. Simple as that.
I'm pretty sure you can.
Whatever. Ugh, they've had enough championships, I think, for one lifetime, don't you think?
Sure.
Yeah, we'll go with that one.
I think Montreal's had enough for a lifetime.
Right, Mikey? Boston's had enough championships, right?
Fuck the Patriots.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I was getting out of him. Oh, by the way, I meant to apologize.
But not you, Tom Brady. You're good.
Take it. No. Hold on. I want to take a quick pause from hockey. By the way, there's a weird part.
We can't even talk about it.
Hold on. I'm going to mark this down. I'm going to talk about football for a quick second here. I actually managed to catch a glimpse of New England versus Pittsburgh this past weekend because my brother and his friend, who's a huge Pittsburgh fan, was watching it. And, dude, I am so sorry. They fucked the Steelers. They did.
Rob
They
knows
honestly
best.
did.
Rob
They
knows
really
best.
did.
Same shit happened to him.
Like, honest to God, they did. In my opinion,
I think theirs was worse.
Yeah.
I honestly think the Des Bryant touchdown catch was worse.
I still don't know what a fucking catch is. I still don't know.
I'm still trying to figure it out.
yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, like, I honest to God, I'm an outside source. I love hockey, and I don't know shit about football, but even I can tell that was a horrible fucking call, by the way.
Patriots
Terrible
won
call.
on the same bullshit against Houston. What was it, week 4, when Brandon Cooks made the game-winning touchdown. He didn't have complete control of the ball when he hit the ground, but the refs helped them then.
See, I might have jinxed
them.
it.
I hate the Patriots.
There's
no other team in the league that okay, maybe Cincinnati. But the Patriots could go fuck themselves.
But I got to also apologize because I think I kind of jinxed it too because I made a joke that the refs were going to throw a flag out and say, flag on the play, Tom Brady has to win this football game. So I think I might have jinxed it. So I apologize
They only want him
in
to
that
be successful.
regard.
They don't want any other player, any other team to be successful except for him.
And I don't get it because him and Goodell bump heads so much. You would think, why is there favoritism? But there is.
They had one penalty for 2 yards in that game too, by the way.
See what I sparked by accident?
I know. We got to talk. We got to finish hockey.
Yeah, but anyway, I just wanted to put out an apology here to Mikey. Make up for all the Penguin jabs I made.
Let me reel it back into hockey
Yes.
real quick because I did want to give some adoration to former Flyer James Van Riemsdyk, who tapped in a goal this past Tuesday to mark the 20,000th goal in Toronto Maple Leafs history. Pretty cool.
You
That
know
is pretty
what?
cool. That's a lot of goals.
There's a guy that's. You know what sucks about him? If he was on the team now.
Wait, only 20,000? And how long they've been around?
Yeah.
That is crazy though when you think about it.
I feel like that's not a very high number.
No, not for a team that's as old as Toronto.
Right,
No,
that's what I'm thinking.
No,
All
for
right,
a team that was been
Came
around
from
since the.
NHL.com,
Yeah.
at least, I mean, was it in a time frame maybe that they're saying? But
That has to be a time frame.
But I just wanted to say though, one thing.
it's not all James Van Riemsdyk. He doesn't have 20,000.
One thing I want to say about James Van Riemsdyk is
He's not that good.
I wish we still had him because you know what? We wouldn't have as many secondary scoring problems.
Probably not.
I just wish we kept JVR. What the fuck? And we traded him for Luke
JVR 's
fucking Shen. Anyway, shut up. Anyway, I take back my apology now. Fuck you. You ruined it. Moving on to the wild card. The New York Rangers, 19-12-3 at 41 points. Rangers can pretty much go to hell. The New York Islanders right behind them. They have 40 points. They are 18-13-4 currently on their record. Meanwhile, Pittsburgh, right under the bar here at 39 points, trying to catch the New York Islanders, which they got just a couple of points closer in doing so. And that will pretty much take care of that. Pittsburgh right there at 39 points. Flyers behind them at 37. Carolina at 35. Montreal at 34. Detroit at 33. Florida at 31. Ottawa at 29. And Buffalo at 23. That'll do it for this edition of the Hockey Happy Hour. We had so much fun, we lost track of time. For all of us here, I'm Matt Sasuti. This is Brian the Darkwing Daily. This was Mike the Penguin Lover Klinkoff. And the broken one, Mr. Rob Povia. Once again, brought to you by Scanzano Sports and Gibson Mayer Certified Public Accounts. Give them a call, 215-369-3300. This is the Hockey Happy Hour on A2DRadio.com, and we will see you all next Thursday here on A2DRadio.com.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.